Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and today I'm going to remove this section of fence so I can open up the front pasture and connect it to the back pasture. It'll also give me better access to get in and brush hog around the pond, because my next project is running drain lines right across here to the pond and reshaping the bank of the pond. Alright, so the first step in taking this fence down is to remove all the fence stays. That's these wires right here that are twisted down in between them to kind of tighten up and solidify the fence. You can remove these faster if you put a hook, like an eyelet, into a drill and spin them out. But I've got less than 10 of them here that need taken out, so I just don't really think it's worth it. So I just put a screwdriver through the top and just twist it counterclockwise. They come out pretty quick. Sometimes these right here that have a bend in them are the hardest ones to get out, because that bend doesn't want to twist through when it gets up to the top. We'll give it a try and see if this one's a problem. Looks like it's going to come out all right. Tell you what, it's about 100 degrees out here today, and I'm not as acclimated to the heat as I should be. So all I've done is pull these stays out. I already need a drink. Run up and get some water, then we'll start taking this fencing down. All this fencing is going to be reused. A friend of mine's looking to fence in some cattle. I thought the post could be reused, but this is pretty much hollow and rotten. But I do have some hedge post up there that we can make new post out of. So I might cut some of those down soon in a future video. Alright, so the first post didn't have any staples in it. It's just a matter of unwrapping it. Now, we'll make a loop here. So this is held in with staples. Just pop those staples out. I've done this before with a hammer and a punch or a long screwdriver, but I think this little nail slash trim puller and this heavy set of pliers are going to do the job today. On the metal post, you got these little clips right here. And pop those clips off and keep rolling it up as we go. All right, winding up this barbed wire started off pretty easy, but it's about a 200-foot stretch, and by the end, the roll started to get pretty heavy, which made it awkward to hold it out for my body and roll it. For comparison, I'm gonna do this one a little bit differently, and I'm gonna go down and pull all of the clips out, throw them in the bucket, and then come back to this end, take it loose and roll it all at once so I'm not holding it up the whole time. All right, taking those all loose at once was definitely easier. Hopefully when I cut this loose, it doesn't flop around on me too much. The next change I'm making is to wrap this in a much bigger loop so that I can let it roll across the ground instead of trying to hold it all up in the air. All right, rolling that into a bigger spool was definitely a lot less work. Not quite as convenient to store as the smaller roll, but it should still be fine. I left my pliers up there. I'm gonna grab them, cut this off, wrap it around, and then I'm gonna finish the other 4 strands the same way I did this one, and I'll be right back and we'll be pulling out fence post. And just go. I'll pull up to it. You can just slide that over.
Okay. In the middle?
Yeah, and then when it gets halfway down, I'll pull right up next to it.
All right.
All right, you think that's gonna pull it out? Okay, stand back, buddy. All right, that took a little longer than I expected, but that's just how it always goes, I think. Anyway, tomorrow I'll be able to brush hog all this and over where the corral was, get it all cleaned up around the pond. Then I can start laying out my drain lines. So I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. Just a minute, you'll see links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.